online setup. A Memphis man robbed at gunpoint after meeting with a woman he discovered on a dating site online. Hello, I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. WRG's Andrew Allison joins us live from the downtown police station tonight. And Andrew, was the man hurt?
Yeah, thankfully no, but according to police, he was definitely taken advantage of. And tonight, investigators have a word of warning for everyone. This father is angry after police say his son was robbed at gunpoint. The robbers allegedly setting him up through an online dating site.
Even low down.
His dad's so upset, he prefers not to be identified.
But really disgusting, no sad thing.
Investigators say the 19-year-old agreed to meet a woman who went by Kashmir in the middle of the day, but when she came to his South Memphis home to pick him up, there were two other women and a man in the car.
I wouldn't never get in the car with all them many people in the car. I wouldn't have. If I'm going to see a young lady and supposed to be going with her and all these folks in the car, I would never got in there.
But his son did. Investigators say they drove him to the area of North Perkins and Charleswood, where the man put a gun to his stomach.
Told him, get out, give me what you got.
Police say they took his phone, wallet, and $20 in cash before speeding away, leaving him on the side of the road. Thankfully, they didn't hurt him.
Brave is alive. Definitely, more definitely. Could have got hurt. They could have shot him.
The incident happened last month, but investigators are still looking for the robbers, posting this picture of one suspect on social media. They believe she's the woman he met online.
I'm hoping they face justice. I'm hoping it be some justice, yeah. Nothing better to do. They won't play games, play tricks on you.
When it comes to online meetups, police have some tips. Do your homework on who you're meeting. Choose a public place. Use your own transportation. And trust your gut if something feels off. This father says his son will be more careful from now on.
Take things a little better and don't jump in the car with people. You don't know.
Yeah, if you recognize the woman in that picture or if you know anything else about this case, please call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. I've done own transportation.
They do. They won't play games, play tricks on you.
When it comes to online meetups, police have some believe she's the woman he met online.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 10. How happened it, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead, that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. For if thou hadst walked in the way of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, thou shouldst have dwelled in peace forever. Learn where wisdom is, where strength is, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is the length of days, and life, where is the light of the eyes, and peace. Call halam la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rachach Kodash. Double honors to the hopefully elect elder apostle slave to be saved. Lord willing, starting with those at the Great Millstone Church. And to all that may be under this doctrine, to the brothers teaching this truth from the elder brothers on down to the younger brothers, in all true faith and sincerity, ultimately to the men, the brothers over here at my camp, at our congregation over here, our church, Shalom. And to the rest of you believers out here as well, you men, women, and children of the Israelite race, and on this faith of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and ultimately to the elect, those that will go on and be found to have been of the house of David. All right, Shalom. So I'm back with another lesson. It's your brother Shariat, and pretty much this lesson is going to be going in the spiritual game. And it's good to, be able to give it, okay? Which, it comes upon, discernment, all right? Observing, you know what I'm saying? And standard. That's really how it comes, and it's fully harnessed and developed, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah, but you'll get it through these traits, you know. And, you know, maybe that'll be a lesson in itself too, you know, developing, you know, spiritual game or discernment or something like that. But then this spiritual game, we're going to be going into what? You know, picking up women, you know, dating apps, okay? Something along those lines. And this is for you younger brothers, man, you know, that's trying to, you know, holler at women, you know, J down on women, you know, whatever you call it, all right? But now, since we're in a digital age, you know, more so from when, you know, I was much younger, which it was completely different, you know, as far as this technology goes, man, and how one would go about that. You know, the standard has changed. You know, the women are different now, everything, man. You know, the whole game is different, you know, but, you know, game doesn't, hey, it's like, even though Jordan's older now, no one can ever say his game doesn't work. You know, his work ethic doesn't work. You know, it's still applicable to these, amongst these times. You see what I'm saying? From all the greats, you know, we're able to apply the game of our ancient ancestors, you know, from the ancient times all the way till now. So spiritual game is always, you know, it's no expiration date on it, you know, period. And that's what you're going to need in order to truly do this, you know, deal with this, man. You know, because I know you got brothers, you know, especially, you know, in our, you know, congregation that's, you know, dealing with this, man. So you have to completely have spiritual game in these times, man, trying to holler at women, man. You know, you those brothers that entertain this whole dating, you know, you brothers that entertain this whole dating site stuff, you know, which it may work for some individuals, you know, spirits, you know, some probably in the truth was able to actually, you know, obtain, you know, the woman they were supposed to obtain, you know, for being in this ministry. But that's really neither here nor there, man. You know, because in general, so I ain't knocking it because I'm saying it. I'm not knocking it because of that. But in general, it's the dumbest, goofiest idea, you know, I could see one entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is not how it used to go. You know, you want a woman, you approach a woman, man. All right? See what she about. You know, and it's upon standard, you know, depending on what, you know, what you're trying to, you know, do with this woman. So this dude, obviously this Jake, you know, that had this circumstance happen to him to where this woman got him robbed through him trying to, if you will, holler at, you know, a woman, pick up a woman, you know, get himself a woman, J down, whatever you want to call it, man. But through the dating app, it backfired because him not having this spiritual game. So in this, pretty much, you know, the main thing you need is wisdom, all right? He didn't have wisdom, so that's why I brought this out. This is Baruch 3:14. It says, learn where wisdom is. Learn where is wisdom, Salakia. Baruch 3:14, okay? Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is length of days. He could have lost his life and, you know, and life. See that? Where is the light of the eye and peace. You see that? Who has found her place? See, because this is the woman you actually want. Wisdom is compared to a woman. All right, so who has found her place, or who has come into her treasures? You know, only the ones that have that spiritual game and have their standard up. You see what I'm saying? A woman that's looking for, only those that's looking for a woman that's not, you know, like the rest, you know, that's going to help add unto him and not just be, you know, one shot, man. You see what I'm saying? One hit wonder, if you will. You know, whatever it may be, man. If you even think of that, because, you know, most don't even operate under that vibration too much. You know, you just Trying to be around a female, just be around a female, man. You know, it should be a purpose, you know, and the purpose is to be, to procure unto yourself the purpose of the woman, you know, which is, you know, woman means servant, so to serve you, you know, procreate, not necessarily pushing that, but that's her purpose, and you know, to be a comfort, to get that comfort, man. Okay, now getting ultimately into this spiritual game that I'm telling you about, you pretty much, that's one thing you're looking for. You're looking for, you're trying to get this woman with for that purpose, which should be, you know, for the purpose that the woman was created. Okay, having that and understanding. Now, we're gonna read Sirach 27 and 22 real quick. It says, "He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him." Now, you don't necessarily just know that, you know, when dealing with these women, like, you know, if she's gonna be able to, you know, respect that purpose or be about that purpose, you know. But this is where discernment comes in, when having that eye comes in, you know, that spiritual game comes in. Listen, it says, "He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil." See, notice this woman's eyes. You know, that's just really what it is, just denoting pretty much gestures, you know, their movement. And it says, "And he that knoweth him will depart from him." If you really got the observation, you'll be able to tell upon these gestures what's she about, man. You know what I'm saying? And you already know it's evil, so you're going to depart. All right. Now, you don't you know what? Let's go here. You want to be looking for a woman that's shamefaced. This is off right here. You know, you brothers, you know, that's in the women with the weave, and you know, like you guys. That's why I said standard got to be there, man. You can't be just cool with these women and these weaves and too much of this fake stuff, because there's a lot that come from that. You know, it's a certain vibration that woman will be, those things will make that woman be operating under. You see what I'm saying? And ultimately will have you subject to, for instance, Sirach 26 and 25, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." So you want a woman that's shamefaced, you know? And that's explained to us in 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. You see the shamefaced woman, all right? A woman that knows pretty much her, how can I say this? How she can, you know, what she can create out here, man. You know, through this world being highly, overly sexualized. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So a woman that has enough sense, you know, and that can cause a lot of things to happen. You know, not only to her, but to, you know, but others amongst her, you know, and, you know, other females, how they could be affected, you know, and that's how, you know, that's due to, you know, how the body has been over, you know, like I said, sexualized and stuff like that. And then, you know, because she, you know, she might not necessarily know she is Israelite, you know, but if she has that sense, that's a sense that this woman has a sense of being shamefaced. Hence, she covered up, man. All right. So this wouldn't be a shamefaced woman right here. And the point why you want the shamefaced woman, because you see she has an inkling, if you will, for, you know, for the Most High. She's not far gone. Ultimately, it tells us, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And the scriptures tell us in Sirach, the 1st chapter and 21st verse, "The fear of the Lord driveth away sins. And where it is present, what? The fear of the Lord, it turneth away wrath." So that woman has an inkling of the fear of the Lord on her. That shamefaced woman, from what you could perceive. You know, and that's good. That's needed, because where it is present, it turneth away wrath. See? So she doesn't have a bunch of actions and things that's on her way, or things that she is being set up to do to bring wrath. what you will be subject to if you get involved with this particular woman who isn't shamefaced, because and who ultimately doesn't fear the Lord, which will make you subject to these things because you're around her now, and these things once again being wrath, L's. That's what happened with this dude, man. You see what I'm saying in this video? So that's basically the point, man. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins. See that? She, you know, it ain't. She don't have a bunch of scenarios going on, you know, actions that she's about to do, you know, that's about to bring sin, cause you to be in sin, you know, because she has an inkling, you know, if you will. She has that shame face, and that's a good sign. You know, if a woman got that, that's what you're looking for, man. You know, now you do have some that's under this influence, this particular look, you know. She probably don't even dress like that. You probably just seen her on the day that she was looking like that, you know. But ultimately, she understands that. So it goes further, but nonetheless, we on this point, you see. So I ain't gonna overspeak, but pretty much, you know, I could say more, but it's basically that simple, man. You know, if she's shamefaced, the fear of the Lord is there. That's good, because there's less L's that way. If she isn't shamefaced, what's just seen and how she dresses, how she carrying herself, the fear of the Lord is not there. A lot of L's can come that way. She's about to do a lot of things that can get her judge, get you jacked up, and bring judgment amongst you. That's what happened to dude, man. See? So anyway, so you have to consider all these things, because every woman, just because she got, you know, the assets of a woman, if you will, you know, physically, she's not, that don't mean she actually a woman. You see what I'm saying? Like, which is what, if you in your right mind are trying to obtain unto yourself. You see, for instance, Sirach 26:25, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Yeah, see, you know, it's not just women out here, it's women and bitches. You know, see that? Because a female dog is a bitch. You see, so a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. She ain't shamefaced. That's just a shamefaced. That's just some bitch, man. It says, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. That's just some bitch, bro. Like, for real. You could tell, man. You know, bitchy attitude, everything, man. She got the bitchy look. You gonna know it off of that. Off her not being shamefaced, and she got those. She carries herself real bitchy, you know. So it's more than just, you know, demon or want. You know, it ain't just women out here. You got women and bitches, man. All right, and women that can be molded into being a woman according to the scriptures. They supposed to be Israelite women, and you got women that already know what's up. You see what I'm saying? But you know, but yeah, that's basically that. So I got a couple more scriptures. Sirach 25:21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. Desire her not for pleasure. See? So starting on the first point, you don't just look at a woman, you know, for her beauty, man. You know, that can get you jammed up, man. You know, if it look good to you, she probably got all the wrong. She probably got everything that's considered looking good according to the standards of this world currently, man. Which is long eyelashes, fake hair, long, really those claws. If you look at these women's hands, those claws, you know, demon. What's she doing? A shirt? She not shamefaced. What he doing? Get with a woman named Cashmere. You see? You're gonna be able to tell. Verse 17: the wickedness of a woman changeth her face. You know, how do I know if she really wicked, man? How can you really tell? It says the wickedness of a woman, you know, changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. She got a dark look on her, bro. It's just that simple. You're gonna be able to tell in her eyes, man. You see. So you don't want to stumble. You don't want to stumble at the you know, the beauty of a woman, because it can get you killed, man. It could be off. You know, it can have you you know, subjected unto the wrath that's coming her way, you know, due to how she moving, man. You know, what's beautiful? Most of these women that's beautiful according to the times of now, you know, are the women that got that's having situations like this happen to brothers, and it can happen to you because you in the truth. Don't think it can't, man. You know. Period. You can ultimately die. It tell you that, man. You know, verse 24 of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You see, there it is. He could have died. They put the gun in his stomach, man. So this is ultimately how you'll know, looking at the woman eyelids. You know, I got one more scripture. Okay. This is Sirach 27. And Salaki is Sirach 26. And it's a good one. I'll start at 8. It says, a drunken woman in a Gadarah bar causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. So you know she's a drunk woman. You know she's a Gadarah bar. She's going to cause you to get pissed off. Simply, you'll be able to see it upon discernment. You know, having this spiritual game to be able to see, observe what. She doesn't cover her own shame. Remember, she's shame faceless. That's just some bitch, bro. You know? But you got to go a little bit further and talk to people, because you just can't go off, once again, on how a woman look. You see? She could be beautiful. You got to talk to her. For instance, it says what? Verse 11. Well, verse 9. I'll continue. Then I'll get to that. It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Another thing that's going to cause you to be angry, you know, and have wrath afflicted upon you, like a STD or something like that, is her being a whore. Well, how do I know that? Without really dealing with her, man. Well, she can lie to me. You're going to be able to tell, bro. You look at her eyes. You see? Look at her eyelids. They wear them long-ass eyelashes with the eyeshadow, because really you want to be looking at the eyeshadow stuff, which is above the eyelids. Most of them women get down, like most of those women, that's an indication she's of this nature, man. You know, she haughty. She the one that got the stretch forth next that the Lord's about to humble. You know, not only because she's looking like this, because of the stuff she's doing, you know, and she's a daughter of Israel, you see. Verse 11, but you can't judge a book by its cover, you know. Because you got women that look like that and they got sense. They just need to repent. We all in the time, you got to keep that in mind. We in the process of repentance. So verse 11, and I'll close out, watch over an impudent eye. You see, watch over an impudent eye. Meaning what? This is a woman that's just unrestrained. She's unintellectual. She's not sophisticated. She doesn't care about her future. She's bold, brash. You know, she's simple. You know, that impudent is real heavy, man. You know, that word impudent. Matter of fact, you know what? I ain't even gonna go into it. I'll save it for another time, you know. But yeah, that's basically it for, you know, a nutshell. So you want to watch over an impudent eye, you know, which is pretty much you seeing her actions based upon, you know, how she thinks, because her mind is, because the eye really in the mind, you know. If she has an impudent mind, you're gonna be able to see it. That's why you got to be watching over, which is ultimately watching her actions. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. See that? So you can see how this woman moving, man. So he shouldn't have been, you know, shocked when he got to her, and it was how many people in the car with her. She looked like she got a lot going on. Who took the picture of her? You see? Why her eyes dark like that? Who does her hair? You know, how did she get her nails done? What does she do for a living? It's a lot that you know, and you have to consider these things, man, and it'll keep you straight, man. Okay, so I'll close out on this. Okay, this is Sirach 26. And 25 and 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. So if you're trying to obtain a woman unto you, it should be due to you trying to get the purposes that the woman, you know, was created for, man. You see, which I named in the beginning. All right, aiding you in this ministry as a brother. A woman ultimately means servant, you know. So that, you know, and comfort, man. All right. And I know I said I was going to close out there, but I'm close out here. Sirach 27:22. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil. You see? And he that knoweth him will depart from him. So yeah, Lord willing, has been edifying. You know, you should be able to see now, man. You know, a little bit more. Do more lessons on this possibly. You know, probably do impudent eye next or develop a spiritual game. You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, has been edifying. Call Halam La Yahweh Shalom.